to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The drive starts with a handoff to P. Ryan, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Room here to run. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Give him 58 yards on the ground. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Hey, 734, 694.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. McGee. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. McGee. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And the Buccaneers have it. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. And this morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now a play fake. Carr. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And
I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his 1st one here's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the 1st. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
quick throw. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Carr. There's Chris Olave. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Carr. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
93.
Now Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Camara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Camara trying again. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Fournette. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
Get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, McGee. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Play action. Now it's Carr. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 13-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McGee. He's got a man. Complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. McGee. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Alvin Kamara, 75 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McGee. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McGee buying time to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Throws right side, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Carr. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
And that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McGee. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. McGee. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McGee. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Kamara trying to right side. Down right around the 25. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to get the lead up to 4. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. 76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Hard throw, incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Here we go.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, and especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, McGee. Able to find Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on 3rd down, McGee. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Carr now to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Here's Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On 1st and 10, McGee. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now, has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So a chance there goes by the wayside. That one just didn't have enough leg to get there.
Yeah, and it would have given him a lead here in the fourth quarter. And those are the ones that keep you up at night when you don't have enough distance. I wonder if maybe did his foot hit the ground first? Did he not get enough of the ball? He's going to be thinking about that one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Back to throw, Carr. Dancing to his left. This one finds Pierce on the out route. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
They run. It's Kamara. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The
Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He's back to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A desperation heave for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game. And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Saints,
they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle and Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working